What's the highest gold carat used in a fountain pen nib? Okay, so most of you probably are aware, but for those of you who aren't, the nib here is made generally out of stainless steel or gold. Now, of course, there are exceptions to that, but those are really the two big ones. Gold, as you know, probably from dealing with jewelry of any kind, the purity of the gold is measured in the carats. 24 carat is pure gold. So most fountain pen nibs are going to be around 14 or 18 carats. Now, why is it those ones specifically? Well, 18 carats, there's all kinds of history, and I'm failing to remember all of it, but it has to do with, I believe it was in France. They came up with a standard that anything that was going to be gold had to be at least 18 carats. And so that became kind of a standard around the world of 18 karat gold was really like considered gold. Since then, 14 karat, and that was the standard for a long time in the fountain pen world. Since then, 14 karat has become much more common because it's not as pure, as the cost of gold has risen dramatically, especially in the last few decades. 14 karat has become much more generally accepted. So the whole idea behind having more pure gold is that gold is a softer metal than the other alloys that might be in here. So generally speaking, the higher the gold content of your nib, the softer and springier your gold nib should be. Is that always the case? Not necessarily. So like all else equal, yes, an 18 karat nib should be a little bit springier than a 14 karat or a stainless steel nib. But there's a lot of components that come into nib design and things like that that can also impact how stiff or how springy a nib is. So it can be an indicator, but it's not like an end-all, be-all. Yes, it's an 18 karat nib, so it's going to be much softer. It's not always the case, especially because pens with 14 karat nibs, because they're a little bit stiffer, can actually hold up to more modification for added flexibility. So if you look at modern nibs with added flex, you're going to see Pilot Falcons, you're going to see some other ones, like I know Brian Gray of Edison works with Richard Binder to do Spencerian nibs. He uses a 14 karat nib to do that because it actually has the strength to withstand that modification for the added flex. So it's a little counterintuitive that you need a stiffer nib to be able to add flex, but that's kind of how it works. So to answer your actual question here, the one that I'm aware that is the most pure gold content is from Sailor. They have a 21 karat nib. Now there may be other companies out there that have it. I am only aware at this time of Sailor's 21 karat nib. The Parker does have what they call a 23 karat plated nib, but it's a stainless steel nib plated in 23 karat gold. That really doesn't count. I'm talking about pure gold here, 21 karat on the Sailor 1911L. That's what this is. But it's on their other models too. They have a 21 karat nib. And honestly, like it's fairly springy, but it's not like mind-blowingly springy. The gold nib on my Pilot Custom 74 actually feels just as springy as this one. So again, it's not like it's the end-all be-all, but it is a higher gold content.